268 public.
Hello.
Boop, boop, boop. Public. Welcome back.
I wanted to
Everybody.
continue some of the time machine discourse we were doing in the previous episode, talking about the
Were we
fail
doing
guy in the
that?
time machine. We were.
I went back in my time machine and we didn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Wait, you deleted that episode?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, just
Oh.
the part where you guys talk about it,
Yeah.
I guess.
I can still see it on my desktop, so I'm just going to keep re-uploading it if you delete it.
I used AI to upscale it, and it just for that part that I cut out, it just pitched in some pod about list, a random episode, while we were talking.
Oh, that's cool.
And then faded back to us.
Hopefully it's the one about Peter Mayhew
Yep.
and how it was a real bummer when Peter Mayhew died.
Mm-hmm.
That it ruined that whole year. But I was
Aw.
thinking of someone going back in time and trying to do the Biff Tannen thing from Back to the Future 2 of getting the sports almanac. Like they go back to 1962 and get the sports almanac and then get back to the present. Like, wait a minute.
That was really good.
Is that how you do this? Did
How do I make money from this?
Yeah, wait a minute. Like, they won't let me bet on these. Like, they don't even have them on DraftKings or any of the websites. So I don't know how how do I bet on like the All-Star game from 1967?
You should be allowed to bet on like games that already happened.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly. Because then everybody would win.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that sucks about gambling is that not everybody wins. And I think if they just changed it so everybody wins, then like it would be more equitable for everybody. And I think that's something that leftists and rightists could agree on.
I want them to put up live lines like on ESPN Classic on the bottom of games that happened like 40 years ago. Bet now on the winner. See how much money they make
Yeah.
still?
Oh, tons.
It'd be worth a
Yeah,
try.
prop bets on Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was my goat, and it's not because he was white. He's just the best.
Not because I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
only
would've liked him
basketball
more if he
player
was black.
I don't want to hang out with.
I liked him in spite of his race. I was actually kind of mad that he wasn't black.
Oh, okay, you're a race
Like
trader.
people were telling me about this guy named Larry. Like, first of all, I heard about a guy named Larry Bird, and I assumed it was a black guy based on his name. And then they told me he was a basketball player, and he's the best basketball player. And I thought, of course, that's a black guy. That's got to be a black guy. And then I found out he was white, and I was like, well, maybe I like him like half as much.
I had a tweet
Well-
that went viral years ago that said Larry Bird looks like a British guy that got Space Jam powers.
He basically is.
Holds up.
As close as you can get to doing that without going to space.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Larry Bird pretty based though, like Bill Walton was?
Yeah, he's super, super right wing.
Yeah.
Dude. I meant left wing.
No, he's
Oh, left-wing
fascist. He
based.
has a Deus Volt tattoo. It's awesome.
Oh,
Ah,
shit.
You could
that's
actually
cool.
see it in the old games. It was just the TVs weren't good enough, so no one noticed.
That's the new purity test. Like if you're dating, say something's based and they see how you react. If it's right wing or left wing, and they agree.
Yeah, or you just open with the R word.
No, so you actually send a Pepe Frog and say, "Want to be friend?"
Yep.
And then see how
And
they
hopefully you're not
react to you.
dating Lemmy or his mods.
Yeah, that's the coolest shit to do is like to take weird internet lingo, like saying shit from 4chan out loud or saying it to girls. That's like legendarily one of the coolest things you can do. Always has been, always will be. Saying 4chan stuff out loud at school, saying it to your mom, explaining memes to random people on the bus, like that's really based stuff to do.
On a normal basis, your average groiper says 0 words per day to any human. They just like grunt like
That's probably
thank you
true.
and stuff, which is good.
Yeah, they're people that developed a speech impediment late in life. They talked normal until they were 18, and then they graduated high school and had infinite summer vacation. And like the next time they talk is like they're 27. Their mom's like, "Do you want me to take some of this laundry out of here?" And they're like, I don't know.
I do enjoy going to the store, like going to Target and picking up a few things, and then seeing how many people like line up in the self checkout line and like back it up when like there's like 3 registers open because they just like don't want to talk to people and they don't want to make eye contact.
So antisocial, but
And
it's
it's like
true.
they sit there for like 15 extra minutes when you could just like go through and they can like not like they give a shit that you're purchasing like a bunch of dumb bullshit. Who cares?
It's not like cashiers at like the grocery store really care, or at like
No, they don't
CVS
give
or
a shit at
something.
all.
It's not like maybe people are imagining like an old lady who's like, so
Yeah.
how are you and how is your family? How are you feeling these days? So where do you live? Like it's just
That's
it's like a kid with like it's like an emo kid.
yeah, it was not who also doesn't want to talk to you. It was hoping that you go through the self
like
checkout.
they probably have earbuds in.
What if the only cashier is a super, super hot woman and you're only there to buy cucumbers and condoms?
I mean, that's going to impress
and
her.
Starburst.
Yes.
You say you got to brag. You have to say, well, the last woman, I caused intense physical pain.
That's just like a Mikey
during
Miles
coitus.
idea, trying to impress a woman by buying huge cucumbers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to see the possibilities.
Cucumbers and tinfoil. I'm doing the moves from Spinal Tap.
Fuck. Oh.
That's what rock stars do.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think any retail employee should be allowed to look me in the eye. They should be wearing blinders.
They should be wearing sunglasses.
They should be wearing those. They should be wearing those masks that horses wear. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When horses have the
Like, they
socks
can't-
on their heads, so they don't.
They just got to look down. Look at my stuff. Don't look at me.
Yeah. And also, retail employees should have jockeys.
Yes.
There should be a tiny little man who sits on their back and tells them what to do.
And whips them.
Yeah.
Make sure they're working at a proper pace. Not too fast, but not too slow.
Did you guys know that
That's a really good idea.
police they're like their choppers and stuff, and they rely on that mostly for recon, and they're not allowed to shoot their guns up in the air. They can only shoot them like a down trajectory because pigs can't look up. Did you know that? Yep.
Yeah, my
good.
senior prank was I painted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 5 cops and led them up the stairs.
Their bodies were found all over the place, but they never found one of them. But
Yeah.
he's still missing. Hey, where's the third pig?
One of them's pretending to be a kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, remember when that really old kid just appeared in our class? And he was wearing like an undershirt and boxers?
Yeah, 21 Jump Street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
No, the new one's better. It was Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum.
I think my senior prank would be I would turn the whole school into Wayside School. And then it would be really crazy.
My senior prank was breaking all the windows in the whole building.
Oh, that's
a
cool.
good one. A very, very good one. Yeah, my senior
Slashing all the tires on the
my
parking
senior prank
lot.
was armed burglary. It wasn't even near my school.
Pranked.
My senior prank was I used a time machine to go back in time and delete the school from existence. So no one even had to go to school. And it was actually good for the teachers because I went forward in time and all the teachers were CEOs.
I went back in time to April 19th, 1999. I put a bunch of white dog shit in Dylan and Eric's guns. They're completely stuffed with it. They couldn't do anything.
I went back in time and just like went to the library and said, if they ask you if you believe in God, say no. Say no. It's okay.
Say no.
I'm actually an angel from God and I've got permission from God.
Alex got
Like,
expelled
he-
from Columbine for pushing atheism on kids without them asking.
Yeah. I was giving them copies of the God delusion. Like, please do not just like God understands the situation. He gets it. Just say no. Just
You're
say
allowed
no.
to lie.
You're
At a
allowed to lie. It's
convenience.
fine. It's fine. You could just confess it later. You
Yeah,
could just
save
go to
your life.
confession.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they might not have been Catholic. I don't know. If
Well,
they're
if you're-
Catholic, you can go to confession.
Well, if you're Protestant, you just confess it to yourself.
I've been thinking of scenarios all week of the one chance time machine guy making bad decisions, like stopping the Challenger from exploding, and it's right when they're going up to like climb on, like when they go up the elevator and then loading across the platform. You tackle them off that and you all die.
You shoot it down. You get an anti-aircraft gun and it launches and you just immediately start
Yeah,
shooting.
you
it.
just push like all of them and you're just standing there. They all just splat on the bottom, all in their suits.
Or you go back in time and just like kill the TV broadcast. I don't want the kids to see
You
that.
do max
Yeah.
headroom so nobody could see it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay. It's going to be hard for me to explain this before it happens, but there's going to be a really bad broadcast and it may traumatize some of the kids, so I had to hack the TV.
See, I would use my time machine to go in the future so I didn't have to wait for my DoorDash to get here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, just speed ahead. Like, damn, dude, I'm microwaving this ramen. It's 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I going to do for 3 minutes?
The microwave should have a time machine.
I go back in
Yeah.
time and never see you guys again. I tell you I have a really important mission. I never see you guys again. And you're like, you never figure out what I did. Then one day you're watching the Bud Dwyer clip and he goes, I want all the women to leave the room. If you're faint of heart or whatever. Then he just pulls out this big floppy cock.
Or it's a water gun.
Super embarrassed. Fuck.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's just
That would be cool. Or
The Danny
going back in
Daniels
time
acid
and
pussy.
going back in time for Yukio Mishima's seppuku ceremony, and you replace it with one of those fake swords that retracts when you push it on something.
Fuck.
Just interrupting people's suicides.
Instead of a switchblade that turns into a comb, it's a katana that you pull it out and it's just a big comb.
Ah,
He's
damn
trying
it.
to cut himself up with that.
going back in time to save like any magician that's died and doing an underwater prank. Instead of saving them, you just cloud the water so no one can see them dying. That's just what you keep doing with everything.
Who
You
knows
just
what
shit in the
happened?
water.
Yeah.
You get down there, you just have diarrhea everywhere. I don't want you guys to see what happens. For Houdini's sake.
Hindenburg, you start a fire where everybody's sitting in the grandstand, so there's so much smoke they can't see the Hindenburg burning.
You just put a hole in it. I'm going to save everyone on the Hindenburg by putting a hole in it so the gas can escape.
Oh, perfect.
That's a great idea.
Or I'll fill it with water.
I love that. Love that idea.
I feel like we need Zeppelins now.
Yeah.
I've talked about
Yeah,
it
that would be
before.
awesome.
There's under 22 now. 22 operating blimps in the world. Sad.
There should be more steampunk stuff. Like we got Elon Musk as the lead buddy of the president. He's basically like a steampunk guy. He's the personification of Reddit and steampunk
He's
shit.
epic.
Like why isn't he making that kind of shit?
Dirigibles are crazy. Just seeing them float way up there and just you're like, it's not a plane. Kind of like a boat. Just
In
weird.
Akron, we saw blimps all the time because of Goodyear. They would just fly the Goodyear blimp everywhere.
If you go look at Goodyear has their own little field with their big hangars where the blimps go. And there's a couple photospheres there where they're doing maintenance and stuff on them. It's sweet.
I think it's kind of bullshit that they're selling us tires and they're just using blimps. You want me to buy tires, but you guys can't use tires? You're using an airship?
I remember when people were making. That was the first time I heard the joke about Goodyear. I don't think it has been. Right after 9/11.
When they,
1969. That was a good year.
Ah.
It is weird to think about. Like I saw blimps almost every day as a kid, but like
Yeah, you were in
they're
Ohio.
just no blimps.
Just
Yeah,
playing.
like you think no one else ever sees blimps. Like ever, you could go your entire life living somewhere and never seen a blimp. But like to me, that was like, oh yeah, like everyone, we just have blimps that fly around the city.
Oh, did
Like,
you
that's
have a
completely
disease?
normal. Yes.
You had a disease where you hallucinated blimps all the time?
Mm-hmm. I hallucinate everything in the sky.
When there is one over a major city, you'll see like random people tweeting about it. They'll be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
the blimp, a blimp."
It's weird to think about now because like I guess I didn't realize that nobody else gets fucking blimps all the goddamn
Yeah,
time.
people shoot them down.
Our friend Kara, who's also from Columbus, Kara's been on one of the Goodyear blimps, I believe. On a
Yeah,
flight.
I've had a lot of friends go on the Goodyear blimp because they either worked for Goodyear and like you got to like do it, or they won some sort of contest. But like, I was never gonna.
You didn't want to do it?
I would never enter a contest willingly, because that's just a lot of effort.
Blimps are kind of scary to think about being in. Even though it's really hard for them to crash, it's kind of scary to think about being in a blimp because you're super high up and you're basically on like a boat deck.
My when I found out my friend's like older brother went on the blimp, I was probably like 10 or 11, and I just remember thinking like that's cool for like 10 seconds, but what do you fucking do up there? you
It would be
just
sick as
sit up
fuck.
there. You know what's sick? Like
You jump off?
sitting in my basement and playing Final Fantasy X. That's pretty sick to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be trapped
Final
up in that
Fantasy
fucking
VII.
blimp. Yeah, well, I've already beaten that.
I forget if 10 has airships.
They don't. Well, yes, they do actually. They do have their airship.
They probably do. They have
Mm.
soccer.
Yeah, now we just jump off. Fortnite's pretty much the only time we see a blimp
Mhm.
these days. Carrying
Damn.
the bus.
Yeah. Well, that's not a blimp.
Oh, it's a dirigible, I guess, some sort.
It's a homemade blimp that you make out of a bus.
Homemade Goodyear.
Quick poll. What chores did you guys do today in order to eat your crumble cookie?
Hold on, let me think of a lie real quick.
Shitting. I wiped my ass.
Help straighten up the house. It's so fucking funny,
Mhm.
man.
Don't clean up the house.
Help He didn't even
I
say
clipped my toenails.
He didn't even say clean. He used the little word,
Said
the kid that you
straighten.
use when your parents ask if you did something. I straightened it up.
I straightened up.
I
straightened
moved
it
it
out.
You're
around.
not committing to saying you cleaned it.
I can't. I can't say
I organized. I
that.
organized the trash.
Oh, I just want to put onto recording one of the worst things I've ever thought of, which is someone calling typing something homemade chat GPT. Like having to write an essay, just actually typing it out and calling it
Ugh.
homemade chat GPT.
Ooh.
My internet was out.
it
I had to do homemade chat GPT. It fucking sucked.
sucked.
I do not.
So slow.
I forgot how to do this.
I do not like that.
I like it.
I think it's a really good thought.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I hope somebody has to do it one of these days instead of using ChatGPT for all their work.
Yeah.
Like apparently
it's
everyone
so
does.
hard to use chat
Yeah.
GPT.
Today I was searching. I was bored, and waiting for this and that to happen, and I was passing time, and as I do, I was searching random shit on Twitter, and I searched "saw Homer today" as a phrase, and I found this one where they're probably talking about a missing dog or something or a cat. But I love to think about it. This was tweeted during the time when Homer was in the real world, and this lady named Brandy Voris on April 26, 2010 said, "Homer update. Several people said they saw Homer today, but we did not see, hear, or catch him. At least now we know what direction he went."
Trying to catch Homer.
He's ran off in the fucking desert.
Look for a yellow man.
Yeah,
he went off with a coyote on a spirit journey.
Well, he wouldn't be yellow in our world, right?
I don't know.
He was yellow, right, when he came out?
I think he was yellow in the real. He was just 3D.
But like, it doesn't make sense for him to be yellow. Right?
If I had a time machine, I would go back in time to meet Homer when he was real in our universe, because that's the only way you could meet him.
I'd go to the future and meet future Homer.
Ooh.
When he's metal.
Yeah. If I had a time machine, I would go be in Futurama.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. 2,000 years in the future.
I would go back in time to 1999 and kill that dog waiting for Fry.
It's called Skin Simpsons. Skin Simpsons.
Skin Simpsons.
Skin Simpsons.
That's such a dumb kid thing to say. See if your kid's woke and ask him for the skin-colored crayon.
Yeah. It sucks they don't have the skin-colored crayon anymore. It fucking sucks.
That's the preschool test.
Yeah. My white son was bullied. They're calling him Peach.
There's one skin color, and it's called normal. Get used to it.
Normal.
The normal crayon.
Like, I love when some company accidentally puts out shampoo or something, and it's like for afro textured to normal hair. They have to retract it.
It's stupid to say.
I have normal hair. Everything's
the
normal.
guy writing it being like, "I'm the standard."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically the default character. I'm basically Minecraft Steve of humans. What if there was an episode where Minecraft Steve came in real life?
They're making a movie.
Yeah, Jack Black's in it, and Khal Drogo.
It's gonna be woke and gay though.
Did you guys see the art for it? It's so annoying. The art is like the bodies are completely human looking, and just the heads are square looking.
I think it looks great.
I think the Minecraft movie is probably not going to make me feel as good at age 31, or I guess I'll be 32 when it comes out, as Minecraft was fun for me when I was 17. And I think that's probably the fault of women and minorities and immigrants.
I disagree, because do you remember the first time you played Mario and you're like, I love this. This is so fun. Well, then you go see the Mario movie and you go, oh, this is great. They should make more movies like this. So Mario movie for me at 39 and a half years old was just as impactful when the first time I played Mario at 22.
Yeah.
Bro, that'd be literally me if I was like that about Minecraft. They're fucking ruining my childhood. I was like 22 when it came out.
Yeah, I was so old the first time. I was living by myself, playing on my Xbox.
Man, that's my fucking childhood. I would have been a senior in college. God damn it. That's how some people.
That was my
I mean, that's literally how Outlaw acts about.
That's the
Nickelodeon
Outlaw
shows.
SpongeBob thing.
Yeah, like all the cartoons he talked, like he never talks about cartoons that were around like in the like he was born in 1980.
Boy Meets World's his favorite show of all time.
Oh yeah, he killed Mr. Feeney. He killed Mr. Feeney with a disease because he went and took a picture of Mr. Feeney in the cast, and then he died like a week later.
Yeah,
wow.
He died of stinkitis.
Yeah, he choked to death on his stink. Same thing with Pat the NES Punk. Pat the NES Punk. That was like a week before he died.
Outlaw met Topanga and her husband was there, and Outlaw accidentally left his shrimp tails in his cereal. Got him in a bunch of trouble.
Outlaw packed that cereal.
Yeah.
That's a pretty reasonable theory. That there was some dumb guy there who was just like, I thought it was like a trash.
Just eating shrimp.
I thought it was trash.
Sealing.
A closed cereal box.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I thought there was like a place I don't know. My wife usually does this. I don't know.
No, you can't say I don't know that. You just go, oh.
I don't know. What would Joey's World Tour say? What would Joey say if I put the shrimp in the cereal?
I'd love to see him get yelled at work and just see how he like clams up and just freaks out and like sort of just like goes into like a hole.
Would Joey's World Tour drive into the guardrail?
I scrubbed through his Wind Waker VOD today from like 7 years ago.
Oh God!
And he was at the part where I don't even know what it is. It was still on the tutorial island the whole time. It was a 2 hour 20-minute VOD, and by the end he was still freezing in the he was still freezing in the river and not wearing enough clothes. And then he kept, because he kept dying, he did a little kid thing where he's like, I'm just doing it for being funny now. That's why I keep getting naked too. And right when he respawned, he would get his clothes off and run straight to the river and die and go for like literally 40 minutes.
Breath of the Wild, you mean?
It was insane. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. What'd I say?
He already forgot. You said Wind Waker.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Which like they did remake that, so.
But I mean, like, yeah, it's the same thing. He just can't get off the initial island because he's just too dumb for video games.
Yep.
He doesn't learn a lesson. He brute forces his way through, but you can't brute force your way through like an open world game like that. Like,
no, you have to actually think about it.
No, when there's parts where like you have to build a bridge. He's like, let me see if I can swim across this frozen river again. I die really quick. Then he does it again. Dog, that's impossible. And he does it again 6 more times the same exact fucking way. Then after like the 6th death, he's like, you can tell he's starting to think like, ooh, this is looking bad. And then he looks at chat and goes, Link's so funny when he's cold.
And also in those games, like, there's no like video you can necessarily watch to show you like how to get to something where like, you know, other
they
than
kind
like
of figure
the
that
shrines.
you'll like explore the game because it's beautiful.
I've thought about that before. There's so many things he's bad at in those games that it's not even searchable terms.
Yeah. Just how to like function as an adult. How to use hands.
He doesn't know how to sprint.
How to read prompts on the screen.
He hasn't sprinted yet in Tears of the Kingdom.
That's insane.
He doesn't know how to sprint.
That's a small ant challenge, the streamer, where you're like, let's make the game as hard as possible. Can't use items, you can't sprint, like, you just
really
walk
is.
across the map.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck?
Fuck.
Yeah, he plays games like a kid in an old movie where they just give him a controller and like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Like he's not even paying attention. Like I think he just likes the idea of playing a video game. Like he doesn't like it. He doesn't really know what's going on. He just like, oh, it's fun to have the controller.
The whole criticism, the point of video games is like, it's just like an instant dopamine that you can just like dull your senses with. And he doesn't get any dopamine.
Especially those,
he gets pain.
Those open world Zelda games, you can kind of, if you're just a little bit competent at games, you can just kind of accidentally stumble into how to do things and figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
And make it. Because guess what?
They're not difficult.
Ultimately, it is for children.
Mm-hmm. Any Nintendo game is aimed at a child. Like, that's just plain and simple. Like, they make it so a child can at least beat the main story.
But shit, even the adult games he plays are still, they're meant to be played, like, they're linear enough where you just run into stuff and do it, like Red Dead.
Yeah, games like that, it's like impossible to fail at them. Like the newer Rockstar games and like Assassin's Creed, like it tells you what to do. It does a checkpoint like every 5 minutes.
It's not hard.
It lets you skip missions if you fail them enough time. Like it's like
that's crazy.
To get, like,
to me. You can skip missions
like,
and you fail. So
well,
funny.
I prefer that because I remember like San Andreas missions. Like there was the one with the helicopter where the controls were super fucked up, and it's like, well, can I just skip this? Like I just want to play the next one. I don't want to do the fucking helicopter.
I would brute force those because my older brother beat them, and I'm like, I'm way better at games than him. I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed off.
Yeah, I didn't have an older brother. That's the problem.
Well,
Maybe my parents could make me an older brother.
Ooh, ask them.
Well, you can't. It's weird to ask your parents that. You have to have your cousins ask your parents for you.
Yeah, for a new cousin.
Okay.
New older. Can you make me a
newer older cousin?
Can you make me a new old?
I need a new cousin.
I want a cousin that's like 46.
Ooh, that's cool. Lives in the basement.
Yeah, and I want a new grandpa who's 32.
Mm-hmm.
I need a new young cousin that I can take with me fishing. The hit of the
impressionable.
The hit of the
cousin.
summer. I need a new young cousin. It's about a guy that wants
It's a beautiful
to.
song.
He wants kids of his own, but he's too much of a wild dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to give birth to a cousin.
Yeah.
Like if I could make my own cousins. A homemade cousin.
Oh, you could make your own cousins. It's very complicated though.
If my sister or my brother made some cousins for me, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like there should be some way to make homemade people.
Getting your aunt pregnant. You shouldn't make yourself cousins.
I'm Unc.
I'm Unc.
I'm Unc.
She calls me Unc, even though I'm
There's
younger.
got to be PSAs about that because that's dangerous. Trying to make your own cousins.
Yeah, don't make your own cousins at home because a lot of the time there's like adulterants in it and
turning like 18 and joining like the family like Christmas gift exchange where like they don't give you gifts but you give gifts for like your aunts and uncles and you just give them like certificates to the sperm bank. Being like, oh, hey, check this out. Aunt Deb, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
$25 off a vial. Pretty good.
I know you're pretty old, but I bet if you put enough in there, it'll work.
They said there was a woman who was 67 and gave birth last year.
If you throw enough grass seed on there, I'm sure one blade of grass will spring up, and that's the cousin.
You'd be amazed at what science can do nowadays.
Yeah. There was a 100-year-old woman who gave birth, and the baby was a skeleton, and it was 80 years old. But
I really, 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 really want a new cousin.
A good Christmas present I was thinking of for the sports lover in your life is a good bootleg jersey, like Tom's specialty.
Yes, sir.
Giving people like the shittiest one you could find and being like, here you go.
Yeah.
My
I
brothers
do
would
love
love that
getting
because they would wear like
Yeah.
a shitty ass jersey to a bar, or my older brother wear it to a game.
Mhm.
He doesn't give a fuck.
I love wearing the shitty jerseys to like out like the basket. I get the fake basketball jerseys. I've gotten a couple where it's just like clearly like off, but like the centering's not right. Like it's misspelled. The color's all wrong. I'm like, fuck yeah, this rocks. I love this. This is better than like getting a real jersey.
I saw someone the other day at the Lions, or just they were at the Lions game. I saw him on TV, but they were wearing a Dan Campbell jersey, which is fine because he did play for the Lions. But it was like a brand new one that they had customized. Like, you're wearing the coach's jersey.
It's so lame, man. I'm a fan of the coach.
You paid like
That's a new move.
$275 for that shit.
None of the thugs on the
Love you,
field are like the coach.
I love him too, but it's so weird, man.
Yeah.
Well, also, like, Lions have so many cooler players you could do if you're going to get it customized. I'd get the kicker, Jake Bates.
But would that get
I'd
you
get-
talked about on a podcast?
That's true.
Well, the coaches stay longer. Like the players might get traded. That's the thing, and then the jersey doesn't work anymore if they're on a different team. But like the coaches are usually there the whole, like Bill Belichick. Like if you had a Patriots Brady jersey, that's worthless.
Yeah.
That is worthless now. But Bill Belichick, he's still there.
No, he's gone. He got fired. Got fired last year.
Oh,
He's retired
right.
now, and he's dating a 24-year-old. He's like 78.
Yeah, he's getting it in.
Yeah, she's
Y'all
pregnant.
jealous?
Yeah, she better get pregnant right away.
She's like going to be one of those Civil War brides with the 99-year-old husbands.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a kid that's gonna be like the class of 2058, and he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, my dad coached Tom Brady, and the kid's in school be like, shut the fuck up, you retard.
Yeah, that's going to be like an interesting fact on crack.com in the future. Like, did you know Bill Belichick's son is still alive? Like, no, for real.
It's gonna be one TikTok guy when he's like 68, he's gonna be like, Bill Belichick's son is still on the Patriots health insurance. Here's why.
There's always that Instagram thing that I always see. It's just like a little image, and it's like Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders. His girlfriend is dating him, and she didn't know he was a billionaire. And all the comments are like, "Oh my goodness, you can't be serious." And this is a picture of him. And then there's like more when you click on it and like you scroll through more, it's like Mark Davis's girlfriend is pregnant, and it's like him and like, but they aren't even dating. I don't think. I don't know, but it's just meant. It's like that manosphere content that's meant to like make you mad at like a girl, a woman.
the-
Be like, oh,
this ugly
fucking
piece of
slut-
shit is
this slut. She's lying about not knowing he was rich.
Incel rage baiting's gotta be the easiest thing to do online.
Oh yeah, they do it all the time.
Fucking
yeah.
really cool.
This ugly fucker is fucking anime girls.
Mhm.
Aren't you jealous? Those are your anime girls.
There's a video I watched today where it's this guy and he's talking about how he's like quitting masturbation. And so he sits down at a computer
Quiet quitting.
and like
And immediately starts doing it again.
and it's like POV falling into sin again. He's got the lotion and his computer and tissues, and then he's sitting there all sad and like crying. And there's like an envelope price for sin, and there's like money in it. And then everybody in the comments is like, "Oh my gosh, this was so emotional. You are saved. We are saved. I haven't done it in 3 days. Amen."
Man, you're a fucking loser if that's your life.
No, that's
Like, just
cool.
do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't jacking off, you would just be getting kicked out of a Magic the Gathering tournament.
Yeah, if you just do it, you'll probably stop thinking about it at least for the day. Get it over
Mhm.
with, you weirdo, you little pervert. Those are the Guantanamo type beaters where they beat the shit out of their dick and then they put it back in the dark room, which is pulling their pants up.
yeah.
And they come back a half hour later and start beating the shit out of it again. I'll never tell you. I'll never call.
But it's just like you haven't evolved from being like 14 when you were like, oh, I just need to jack off like all the time. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
like, this is crazy. And it's like fucking
Yeah.
tight.
I've discovered a new type of pee.
Interesting. I
Seeing
figured
Mike Tyson's
something
ass
out.
and being like, well, I'm hard. Like, my favorite.
Well,
Yeah.
it's better to get mad at somebody else when you see Mike Tyson's
Yeah, you ever see
ass.
an old guy's ass and it makes you so hard that you get mad?
Yes, and you have to yell at a woman.
Yeah.
NLE Chop was going to make a song about beating off to Mike Tyson's ass, and everyone's going to get mad at him.
I saw Bill Belichick's old ass that looks like cottage cheese, and it made me so hard that my pants ripped.
My
My pants ripped
split.
like SpongeBob, and then I had to sing the song.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really hot.
my zipper busted open. No, I would never get hard to Mike Tyson's ass or sumo wrestling.
No, if I see
That'd be
sumo
ridiculous.
wrestling, I immediately get dehydrated from
Mhm.
losing all my body fluids.
Oh my
And then I look like
pass
dry
out.
SpongeBob.
I don't need it.
Either way, I'm ending up like SpongeBob.
Guy trying not to beat off. I don't need it.
I don't need it.
Those guys need to grow up for real.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You can't be addicted to jacking off. That's so childish.
Or they need to just do,
SpongeBob, yes, of course.
they need to do freaky stuff with each other.
Yeah, they need to have a freak off.
They need a hobby that's not like making Instagram videos and scrolling
Yeah,
through.
it's not like video games that are meant to make you jack off or anime that's
Mhm.
meant to make you jack off.
Mhm.
Because that's the thing with those guys. Like, they do that and then they get back on social media and they're just on social media all day. Like, why don't you go read
Yeah.
a book? Go read the Bible. Like, if they just, I guess there's horny stuff in the Bible, as we've talked about, but at least there aren't pictures.
They need a job that keeps their hands busy. They should start building railroads
Yeah.
or something.
Like, they just immediately get back on TikTok and, like, of course you're going to see girls dancing on TikTok.
Okay, one of those jobs where you change the light bulbs on the cell towers. Do you think they would hook
Mhm.
themselves up and just beat off up there, though?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, oh, those guys
man.
come off of those all the time. Have you ever had that feeling of like feeling a water droplet on your arm and then you look up and it's like completely sunny out? It's because one of those guys is beating off on one of those towers.
Oh.
You ever have some bird shit on your car that just doesn't wash off until you get some really high grade shit on it? It's actually
Yeah.
come from up on a cell tower.
Yeah, I hate when I cum bird shit.
Yeah.
It really sucks. I think it's because I got bit by a bird.
Oh,
I got
really?
bit by a bird and now I only cum bird shit.
But those guys all have to
Fucking
work jobs
crazy.
as like baggers or like cashiers. So like, because if they were
Or
working
they say
like
their
in the
stomach
stock,
hurts so they don't have to.
yeah,
True.
if they were working in the stock or in like dairy at a grocery store, they'd be in the back just like jacking off all
Yeah.
day long, working in the freezer. When I worked in the freezer, I just wore my jacket and gloves and I sat back there and I just like
Beat
texted
off.
my friends for like 4 hours. Yeah, I beat off in Acme's freezer in the
Yeah.
middle of January when no one was buying anything.
Well, now there are
frozen.
cameras everywhere.
If it was a Friday when I
true.
worked at the liquor store, the owner's son would come in and him and I would run the place on Friday nights. And I would have to stock the big walk in for like an hour and a half
Mhm.
and have to wear a puffy coat and shit. And he'd walk in and crack a great Four Loko and chug half, then give half to me and be like, all right, brother, see you out there.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
That
it's
rocks.
GERD fuel.
We were both like
Not
we
when
were both
you're-
like 22.
yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, when you're like in your early 20s, you
Yeah.
can like. But if you're Jason now, you need it before work.
It's like they crafted a drink to give you a hangover.
Having that little caffeine alcohol buzz for the shift that night is amazing.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was caffeine. Now it's just sugar, which is like now it's like that's so fucked up to drink.
Yeah, if only there was a way to drink caffeine at the same time you're drinking alcohol.
Yeah, it was way more fucked up.
I've had some crazy, weird, bad nights when I drink energy drink in like liquor, like when you're just going as a chaser or whatever.
Oh yeah, Red Bull vodka shit.
Or yeah, or even worse if you're doing like a higher caffeine
Whoa, yeah.
in vodka. But yeah,
Yeah, Red Bull.
Well-
Red Bull actually doesn't have that much caffeine.
No, but the problem is like because you get a Red Bull vodka drink and then like people get like, oh, I like those, get another
Mhm.
one, and they drink like
You drink a
6
lot of Red Bull.
them. And it's like yeah, because most of those drinks are just like
no, the nights I'm talking about, Tom, is like when
yeah,
you're at home
you drink a
and you go-
Rip It and yeah, oh yeah, double
That's
fisting.
you're mixing.
When you're
Oh.
sitting at your like, it's like you and three of
Doing
your
swig
stinkiest friends,
shots
and
in
you're
a
just
chaser.
playing like
Yeah.
NCAA football, and you each
Passing
have
the
like
bottle.
2 Rip-Its because you're like, well, I got to stay up all night. I don't work till like 7 p.m.
I don't work till
I'm-
7
I'm
a.m. I'm good.
Buying
Okay.
one Red Bull for that, and then drunk driving back to get a second Red Bull.
That was me with my friends though, because we all worked 3 to midnight.
Oh yeah.
We could wake up
Mhm.
at 2 p.m. and be fine. It was great. It was great for that lifestyle.
So I would usually like on a Saturday I worked at like 2, And so Friday night, I'd work until 10, and I'd come home and I'd take a shower and have a shower beer, and then we'd go out. And then we'd come
hold
back
up.
and
what
stay
was
up
that?
till like
Explain?
3.
Now that sounds like the
whoa.
good shit.
That's right. I pour a bunch of beer all over myself.
Okay.
And I go out. And I'm nice and stinky and wet and sticky.
That would be outlaw. Calling it a beer shower.
I when I hand a dollar bill to the bartender, it sticks to my hand and I have to shake it off, try to get it to him. Oh,
Sticky
sorry.
dollar.
Here, can you grab it?
Sorry, I had a shower beer before the beer shower.
Sorry, it was in the
Beer
cup holder
shower.
of my car. Keeping your cash there, it's all sticky.
Oh, paying with those sticky coins.
Oh, I love a sticky coin. They're actually worth more because you can scrape off the sugar.
You guys reminded me of like when I would be going out with friends and it'd be this time of year, so it gets dark really early, and just their bodies would be like, "Oh, it's dark now. Let's start ripping shots to pregame," and they would go through like a fifth before they even want to go out to the bars. And by the time they're ready to go to the bars, they're like puking off the deck. I'm like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it feels so good to be sick and throw up.
Yeah,
And then if you
I
do
love
eventually
that
get
shit.
out there, you just know someone's getting into a fight. You're like, I'm not helping anyone. They're way too drunk.
If you're not throwing up and hitting your head, then you're not having fun.
True.
days like this where it's like cold, you just wanted to like go to one place and just sit there, even if it sucked. You're just like, I'm not fucking walking anywhere.
But if you
I'm
get
not
drunk enough, it
driving
doesn't
anywhere.
feel cold anymore.
That's true.
You can just fall asleep in a snowbank. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Devin style.
You're always warm.
Opa Devin style.
I don't need a jacket. I got beer in me.
Just blackout drunk in a t-shirt, 30 degrees,
Yeah.
smoking
Yeah.
a
It's
a beer
cig.
jacket.
Completely
Oh.
nude in a snowbank. They just find you dead.
That's living.
That's how I want to go out.
Yeah. Well, you won't die. You'll be fine.
Devin getting mad at that at people saying you shouldn't be sleeping in the ditch back in the day, and he would go he was like, cars can't go in ditches, dumbass. Dumb motherfucker. 'Cause they're saying he didn't get hit by a car. He's like, they can't drive in there.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
Dumbass.
It's the same thing about sleeping on the bike lane.
Cars can't go on there.
Yeah, they can't go on there. Or the median.
You guys probably saw that image that's been going around on Google with the guy's nuts hanging out, where it's like shows proper England, blah blah blah. It's like a well-known Google image, like Street View classic. But it reminded me that I recently transferred a bunch of my old pictures over, and I found there was in England in October 2021. I was looking at new coverage one day, and there was a man jacking off in his window, and Google they blurred it really quick. But I saved that picture. Or the original guy jacking off. I saved, and there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's such a good picture.
The Google car must have been really hot.
I don't know why it's so funny to me that he's jacking off with like his jeans on and his
know.
shirt.
Yeah.
He's having a cheeky wank.
Like, you gotta clean yourself, man. Like, you're gonna make a
Well,
big
he's
old
gonna
mess.
clean himself after he comes.
I guess it
Yeah,
just
but
goes
where's
on
he
the
gonna
shirt.
come? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like he's gonna
onto
like
his cum
dribble shit
shirt.
on his shirt.
Wearing
He's
the
gonna-
cum
yeah,
shirt.
I guess. I
Oh,
guess
God.
it is.
Not just like coming in a shirt under the bed. Just you just put it on every time. And then,
Well, what do you- okay. First, that's what Lingle does. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I
You
thought
have to
that was
wear
agreed
it.
upon.
He's European
He's
Thompson.
not-
He's about to come. He pinches the foreskin shut at the top, and it fills up with cum
Oh,
around it.
Yeah, my balloon.
He does the jellyfish
Okay.
balloon.
Yeah, same thing when you really have to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tie it off,
Mhm.
and it just goes back in.
I've had it like the size of a basketball before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like just trying to walk around the hallway, trying to walk to the school bathroom, and you've just got your giant basketball foreskin full of pee.
That would suck so bad if you're sitting there wanking and you see the big camera
Yeah.
ride by. He wouldn't even see
Yeah.
the
No,
car
this is-
probably. He'd just see the
Well,
camera.
that guy, the window's already like. There's no way. Like,
What you have to
He
do is you have to
knows.
chase after the car and be like, "Oh, I was just scratching an
Yeah,
itch. I was
yeah.
just scratching an itch, man."
My keys were falling out of my pants.
Yeah. Oh, what happened was
Don't tell the conventions.
I saw Mike Tyson's ass and my zipper exploded.
I downloaded a video.
the Tyson Paul fight came on TV. There was an ad for it, and I saw his butt, and then my fly came undone, and I looked out the window, and there was I just really bad timing.
I downloaded a virus and it scared me.
I was looking on LimeWire for the Bare Naked Ladies because I wanted to download their song 1 Week, which is not sexual at all. And then I typed in Bare Naked Ladies, and this came up, and I thought it was a virus, so I got scared.
So my friend came over to use my computer, and he was searching for CNN. However,
Yeah.
an accident.
Man, how
he
mad
typed
would
in
you
a
have
few
been
other
back
letters.
in like Kazaa light days, and you're just searching whatever files, and you see barenakedladies.jpg, and you're like, oh, you download it, and you open it, it's fucking 5 fat
You wait
Canadian
15
guys.
minutes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And then you bust.
Well, guess I'm gay.
Chickadee China.
This is what naked ladies look like.
Bare Naked Ladies weren't allowed to perform at the Toronto Day Festival because of their name. The mayor was like, we can't put Bare Naked Ladies up on the big sign.
It's not okay.
That's good.
That was my brother's like favorite band when he was like 8. You know, he just wanted
Your
to
gay
listen
brother?
to them. Yeah, my gay brother.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
Well, he was probably really happy.
Yeah.
He was probably really happy when he looked at Bare Naked Ladies and they were all guys.
Yeah, that's why he didn't come out until way later.
Oh, wait, I thought,
Bare
wait,
Naked
those are
Ladies all
ladies?
guys.
Those,
Oh, wow, yeah. He's like, I thought I was straight this whole time. I loved those guys.
yeah,
Those ladies,
Oh,
those
shit.
gals.
yeah. My favorite thing about Bare Naked Ladies is their hairy chests and their big muscles.
Yep. They're rock stars.
Yeah.
They are. They sing the Big Bang Theory song.
I didn't know
Do they
that.
really?
Yeah, the main the
I'm
theme.
no
fucked up.
Superman.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, because it's about superheroes. It's the type of things nerds like.
The Bang Bang Theory.
The Bang Bang
Scubs.
Theory.
That's my favorite song from Scubs.
Scrubs.
Gubs.
Dude, they should remake Scrubs, but it's serious.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no jokes.
Are they doctors in Scrubs or nurses?
Both.
Okay,
Carla's
here's
a
my
nurse.
joke then. They should
Alright.
make a serious one where the main guy's autistic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like the good
Yeah.
There
doctor.
you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Man, I fucking watched that show on a date once. It blew my mind that it was real. They haven't even talked about that on here, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the fuck? There's like graphics going around his head. He has autism vision.
I see a ton of clips on YouTube where he's like arguing with people.
He was that. That was the
Just
meme
rocks.
forever. Is his reaction face.
Yeah,
I hate those types of
Yeah.
memes.
I love them. I think
those
they're funny
memes
because I
that
relate
when they
to
span
them.
across too many communities like that, it gets so annoying.
Because you're jealous you didn't start it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my beloved film X gets fucking trashed.
I love that concept of like putting an autistic guy in a job.
Mm-hmm.
And like he would probably be really crazy at it. Like especially something like that where you have to go to school for a long time. Like what if a guy with autism was an engineer?
Yeah.
What if there was a guy with autism working for a tech company?
Oh wow.
That was a period of time. 2018, I think it was 2018, the Shane Black Predator movie. The whole plot is that like Predator comes down to like different planets and like steals away the life forms that he thinks are like perfect or like going to evolve, or like that's how humanity evolves to. And they were trying to steal like the one character's like autistic son because that's like the perfect human. It has no emotions and no. It was like, what the fuck is happening, man?
Fuck.
It's
So
so
annoying.
crazy.
That's kind of
Also,
sus.
he also cast his pedophile friend in that movie too, and didn't tell anyone.
Autism has been
a
a superpower in many movies. It was also
Mm-hmm.
the superpower in Signs for knowing how to defeat the aliens.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and The Sixth Sense. That kid could see dead people because he had autism.
Yep.
Black's pedophile friend. We're gonna-
Joaquin Phoenix in The Village, he had autism and his superpower was that he got to strangle that woman.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then they had to lock him in the attic again. This is why we didn't let you out.
I watched Awesome Powers 2 the other day, and I can't believe that's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Super very shagadelic.
Yeah. That guy's still in jail. The guy they based it on?
Apologizes again for
Mm-hmm.
stupid decision to hire sex offender for The Predator. Friend and registered sex offender Steven Wilder Striegler in his horror reboot. But like he cast him in like several different movies, I
Yeah.
think.
They're like,
I
guys,
personally
Yeah.
chose to help a friend. I can understand others might disapprove as his conviction was on a sensitive charge and may not be taken
Mhm.
lightly.
Okay, look, I know what it looks like, but I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid, so it's not going to affect me.
And because Olivia Munn's in the movie, and she's the one who reported it, and like the guy's scene that got cut from the movie though was like him like hitting on her, and she reported it
bro.
as soon as she found out. But like he has like a history of like casting this guy.
Can you imagine
'cause
being
he's
that
just,
guy
like,
and you
his
get put in the
friend.
movie Predator?
You're like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm starring.
2018.
You find out it's about fucked up aliens.
Stop calling me. Hey, we're just getting back to you, Predator. No, I've already dealt with this.
I settled.
Chris
It's
D'Elia's
fine.
there in the audition room. What's up, man?
We're making
I
a
heard there was-
documentary called Predator. And we want you to give a statement.
This guy's IMDb trivia, this Steve Wilder guy, the pedophile, he's a registered sex offender convicted of 2 felony sex offenses in 2010. He served 6 months in prison. The next one, he was originally cast in Predator, played a jogger who hits on Casey Brackett, played by Olivia Munn. But days before the picture lock, Munn became aware of his offenses and alerted 20th Century Fox. And then the final piece of trivia, finished high school at age 14. Favorite book, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Okay.
Wait, he finished high school at age 14?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why would you do that if you're a pedophile? That makes no sense. Why would you want to
True.
skip 4 years of being around kids?
True, man.
That's so stupid. And you can date them legally. There's the only time where you could legally date high school.
Well, that was boring for him.
Yeah, I guess it was like, it's like the thrill of
He
the
wanted
chase.
to be out of high school
Yeah.
as soon as possible so he can prey on high schoolers.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to go to high school parties as a high schooler. I want to be the guy who's too old and goes to the high school parties.
Yeah, he was in Iron Man 3 and The Nice Guys, which are all Shane Black movies.
Mm-hmm.
And Iron Man 3 is 2013, Nice Guys is 2016. So like he was out of jail. Shane Black just keeps hiring him for stuff, and then, well, sorry, I didn't know, I didn't realize he's
Sorry.
so sensitive.
So
So
fucking
I guess
sorry.
everyone's fucking mad at me. So fucking
Yep.
sorry.
Shane Black has hired
Everyone
Shane
thinks I'm a
Vader.
fucking-
So sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
R.I.P.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Died during the filming of a movie.
Max Landis crashed.
It was like a poltergeist type incident where they were like, it was like a bit called the pedocopter,
Epic.
and they were going around like looking for schools
That's
and
what
stuff.
I identify
and then
as.
it crashed.
No.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Pretty
yeah.
good.
No, it's a copter that kills pedophiles.
Oh shit.
It doesn't. No.
The pedo tank. Wait.
Yeah, I think we talked about that
The
before,
tank
just
full of
having your-
pedos? No.
No.
We talked about like having a username that's like pedo threat.
Oh, my threat to
It's like,
them.
no, I'm a threat too. That I threaten pedophiles all day.
Pedo threat. Killer pedo. No.
Killer pedo.
They switched the names around.
Kill
I put
all
it as my
pedos.
first and last name that was suggested.
Yeah.
It goes by
Killer,
alphabetical
comma,
like that. Killer pedo.
It sorts by last name. I'm sorry.
Fuck, I should have seen this coming. Fuck.
Unalive or pedo.
Guy signing up for like a site like that.
Stupid.
Oh, let's see. I'll make my name Incinerate Pedos. And it's just iPedo on the Incinerate Pedos. It says iPedos on the scoreboard. Oh no.
Now, I've heard of Gepedos before.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I ask where?
I think I made that joke as like a dumb guy joke not that long ago. Like the dude, they named this guy Geppetto? What the fuck? Of course he's trying to make a kid real, a puppet real.
A boy real.
Yeah. And then he sits on his fucking nose and makes him lie.
Does it stink down there? No.
Yeah. Do you like this? No.
No. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Make it longer.
Has anyone made Poop Nokia where he has like a groundhogging turd and he lies? It comes out a little more.
Yeah, he lies. He shits when he lies.
Poop Nokia.
Oh, it would suck to have a puppet that shit.
That
that's where your
shit every
hand
time
has
he
to go.
lied.
Poop Nokia is like a fucking robot chicken skit. Dumb as fuck.
It's like to be a ventriloquist and you have your hand in the puppet and then it's just there's shit running down your arm.
Yeah, well, if you had a puppet that shit, you would just have to get the strings.
Why are you a
right? Not
ventriloquist
would
with your
put
hand up his
inside.
ass? I mean, why are you?
That's
Sorry, I was saying a marionette. Sorry.
well, marionette's cheating. That's for people who think it's gay to put their hand up its ass.
No, it's for straight guys because it is. It's
Well, why does it have a
sus.
French name if it's for straight guys?
It's a chick's name.
No,
Marionette.
the guy one's Marion.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Marion. It's Marion.
Marion.
Marion
There's
Puppet
a really
like
old lady
Vince.
named Marion.
Oh my god! I recently watched the Vince and Amber their first live together. So many beautiful shots in that one. For watching the 2003 Fiesta Bowl, just
God,
sitting there on the bed
right.
straight up with a fucking CRT TV in front of her. And, oh man, that shot's crazy. And then there's like a flicker, and then Vince is sitting next to her on the bed too. It's crazy. That video is
I do
awesome.
miss those live streams. Those are so good.
They were really good.
He's just
It
so
sucks he's
he's
dating
like,
a human now and he's happy.
yeah,
Yeah, it's so boring.
yeah.
It sucks.
I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, I wish she was a sex doll.
Yep.
I wish she was made of silicone.
Did you guys see Deck One Delt sent him some gear?
Oh my god! Of course they did.
They made it. It's actually pretty sweet. They sent him a giant ass Juggalo blanket / like tapestry. It's like wall size, and it's just like a big. It's a big like.
Oh, did he post that a while ago?
This is insane. Maybe it isn't a video now, but yeah, it's a big insane clown posse banner.
Yeah.
It has this hatchet man that has the Bible. It has the Bible instead of the hatchet.
Yeah.
And at the bottom says "whoop whoop" and "Amen."
Yeah.
It's a
That's
slogan.
awesome.
Yeah. Very nice. So
Whoop,
that's
whoop,
nice of those
amen.
guys. Deck One Delt doesn't seem to be like that bad of guys because they don't do like lol cow shit. They're just like, yo, we're awesome and chilling. We love juggalos, and if you do too, be on our show. Like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. But all their episodes are like really long, dude.
Yeah, like juggalos are chill like that. Like they're not usually not like evil guys, but there are like they do suck to be around if you're not one of those guys. Like if you're not drunk and you don't want to just be around guys who are like, oh yeah, man, fucking like the Hatchet Man's fucking awesome.
If they're at parties, it's okay, but you don't want it to be your house that they're at.
Yeah.
Telling
I don't want to
'Cause you're
talk to
gonna
their
watch your
ex girlfriends at
giving them
all.
the run of the house with somebody you don't like. Oh yeah, you guys can go upstairs and chill if you want, any room you want. Look
Don't
around.
search their name on court records.
Go ahead and look around up there.
No, because those guys would come to like my roommate had his brother was friends with guys just like that, and every time he'd invite them over, and I'd be like, dude, they can't come over anymore. Like all the beer goes missing as soon as they leave the house. It's
Dude,
like it's such a pain in the
They all got
ass.
in their fucking.
They're stealing like they're stealing like 6 natty
Their
lights.
hoodie
And it's like, all right,
pockets.
put the good beer back in the fridge. Like here you go. I just know you're gonna steal something. Steal, that's fine.
They're doing a beer shower
Yeah, well,
because there wasn't
I'll-
Faygo. It's hard to get Faygo, so we do a beer shower.
yeah, they're doing it in the house. You
If
gotta
we
do it
can't get
outside
beer,
or
we
in
just
the
do it
shower.
with pee. We just pee all over each other because the end goal is to be sticky. We just want to be sticky with our boys.
We'd go to like their fucking house to hang out. He'd be like, "Hey man, meet me here. Like I'm gonna hang out with my
And their
brother and his
kids are there?
friends." Yeah, like it would be houses like that where there's like 3 families and like we're in like a living room.
You're drinking a Four Loko. You're like shotgunning a beer next to a crib.
Well, I show
Ugh.
up with like a 6-pack and like they're all just sitting there and everyone just looks like menacing. And it's like, all right, I don't really want to spend my night. Like I could just go home and do something else. Like why the fuck am I here? I thought we were
You're
like
sitting
gonna
there
go
all
out,
high,
but
waiting
no.
for them to like weigh out some weed that you're buying, and like a shirtless AAP kid crawls out of the
God,
couch.
I would never even. I would never buy weed from those people. I hated just going there.
Yeah.
Like after doing that like twice, I was like, yeah, I'm just never gonna happen again. I was like, hey man, your brother's cool, but like he's got to stop bringing his boys over because they're all super sketchy. And then all of them went to jail, so it
Oh, that's
worked
cool.
out.
Well, they got to
luck.
hang out all the time forever.
Unlucky.
Is pee
Plus,
sticky?
you don't have to take care of your stupid kid
Is
Is
what?
pee sticky? No.
Depends on if you're
if you
diabetic
drink
or
enough
not.
soda.
Yeah.
Ideally, your pee should be incredibly sweet.
Yeah.
Ideally, it should be like tacky.
Ideally, hummingbirds.
Yeah, it should have precipitate
hummingbirds
in
should
it.
swarm when you're peeing, trying to get a suck. It's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Oh man, I hate when the beat goes down.
Yeah.
Like when you're just peeing outside, just laying down and like sunbathing, just peeing all over yourself, and then like hummingbirds keep coming by. It's like ooh, ooh, because they don't just go straight down; they go like into the side a little bit.
Yeah. Mine.
Yeah, they're not accurate.
My shit's so sweet that I have yellow jackets swarming my nuts all day, like they're 2 apples at a mill.
And try telling the hummingbirds to slow down.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not gonna listen. They're like, my heart's beating fucking 500 beats a minute. I can't slow down.
Actually, I'm googling right now, and it says the healthiest pee is the ones where it kind of like sprays in different directions because the tip is blocked by several kidney stones.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that
That's
helps
good.
push it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how. Well, no, for if you do have a kidney stone, what you want to do is sort of squeeze your penis like a,
Like a
hose and-
toothpaste tube.
Yeah, exactly. And sort of just kind of squeeze it out, and like
It's
that's
like
gonna
a
help.
pebble, and you just got to roll it up.
Yeah,
And it doesn't hurt.
roll the tip of your penis, sort of, and then try to squeeze
And
it.
there's no nerves inside of your urethra, so there's no pain. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Do you think anyone's ever conceived a child and shot out a kidney stone at the same time?
Yes.
Like someone was born and they all
Yes, of
a
course.
kidney
It's
stone came
beautiful.
out into the woman.
I don't think that's a disgusting thing. I think that's
I think
beautiful.
Bill
I think you're
Belichick's
creating
son.
life.
That's probably
Yeah,
how Bill
his own
Belichick's
son.
son was conceived. Is he was like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm coming or putting out a stone, and then oh
Al Pacino's son.
yeah, Al
in his
Pacino's
20s.
Bro,
son.
if you had a load push out a stone, you'd have to name that kid Sisyphus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my son's gonna be a stonemason when he grows up.
What?
We're gonna name my son Mason. We're gonna name him Mason because he broke a stone.
Mason. What?
Oh,
It is wild that we have stones. They call them stones, right? They're
Yeah.
nuts. And like you break off a piece, and that's how you get a kidney stone.
yeah, it's like being a Goron or something. It's embarrassing. Like, why do you have rocks in your body?
Yeah.
I honestly think people just ate the rocks or they put them in their penis.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
lying.
for
It's like a story
attention.
they made up.
Mhm.
Like I think
Yeah.
people just they thought it would be funny to put a pebble in their penis.
I thought the same thing. Where they were just messing around and then they got embarrassed. And they're like, oh, it's from my kidney. Yeah, okay.
When someone like puts like a light bulb in their ass and it breaks,
Yeah.
they go to the hospital. It's like, oh, I think it just my stomach made this because I ate too many salts.
What is interesting, his stomach made this broken end of a light bulb.
I think my stomach made glass because I didn't eat enough.
What is interesting though, so like one of the ways to like fix a kidney stone and like break it up, they use like sound vibration, right?
Yeah.
And you can do that at home. You don't have to go to the doctor or the hospital. Just play your like a Bose speaker really loud right next to your testicles for like a few hours, and that'll actually break up the kidney stone
Yeah.
inside your
I
body.
play classical music as my at my nuts, so my kids will be smart.
You just search on YouTube for sound that will get water out of speaker. And put that next
Ooh,
to your
yeah.
penis.
hmm
Yeah, I listen to that dry.
There's got to be a video to help you break up a kidney stone.
Or what you do is you take your PlayStation controller with the rumble pack and put it over your penis and your balls like a hook. Like you're going on a ride on an amusement park and that's holding you on. And then you just drive into a wall on a game while you're playing another game.
Okay, there
It
is.
just goes
Binaural beats.
Ooh. You found it?
Oh, here we go.
What happens
Yeah.
if you listen to that and you don't have a kidney stone?
Well, then I hope I have a kidney stone then because I'm listening
Well,
to it
do
right
it
now.
Alex, last time I did that, I sneezed a little bit later and I had loose stool. It just shot behind me on the wall.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you could sneeze poop. Like that would feel so good in your nose.
It's 319.88 hertz for kidney stones, kidney cleanse, kidney pain relief.
That's a lot of
If you're
hurts. I
having
don't
a
want to
What?
hurt.
They shouldn't be playing fucking water sounds in this binaural beats for kidney stones. It makes you
Yes.
want to pee.
Can you guys do
Yeah, but
this?
that's
Well,
how
that's
you get
that's
rid
how
of
you
it.
get it out, right?
Can you guys do
Yeah.
this tone with me?
I just passed a stone.
Very nice.
Whoa,
I
wow.
heard
Two
it clink
stones.
clink on the ground.
Oh,
My stone just cracked open and there's a child inside.
Oh, that's crazy.
this woke shit. It says for kidney frequency and they're showing ovary.
I held a shield at the end of my penis and then reflected it like Ocarina of Time with the Octoroks, and it went
Oh,
right
okay.
back in.
Mhm.
Oh, Ocarina
Interesting.
of Time. I only saw the gameplay.
Yeah, I only saw the title screen.
The
oh my
comments
God,
on this
speaking
is
of titles-
crazy.
In what way?
Before we
What?
take off, on Outlaw's fucking Breath of the Wild VOD today from 7 years ago or whatever, the entire video, he goes, I'm gonna do this now so people know what game I'm playing. And he had the art of the game covering half the screen the entire time.
Yeah, otherwise
box
there's no
art.
way for Twitch to know what game you're
Yeah,
playing.
none of those
Mhm.
sites haven't thought about that stuff yet.
Yeah.
This binaural beats video, everyone's saying that it works. Honestly, it'd be crazy to think that subliminals don't work. This has saved me from hot spots
just-
twice. Thank you.
I just clicked on her page and I was watching her video.
Well,
Well, there's also what I'm trying to figure out is that 1 hour,
Here we
11
go.
minutes, and 55 seconds is the most replayed bit of this like kidney
That's
frequency.
when it comes out.
Yeah, is that like
That's the money shot.
I like that because the idea is that like you have to listen to this for a while for it to like work, but you don't want to be patient. You're like, oh, what's
Yeah.
like
I don't
halfway
have all
through
day.
probably the most effective.
It's like watching a cum shot
Yeah.
compilation.
Like, where's let me see the end.
A kidney stone compilation.
Kidney stone compilation.
Was literally hunched over in terrible pain from kidney stones, and I refused to take pain relievers. This helped me tremendously. I went from debilitating pain and nausea to functioning within 15 minutes. Wow.
Wow.
Did it come out? It's just still in there?
Huh.
That didn't really fix it then.
A lot of these people, they're using it to cure their pets, which I
Yep.
think is a great.
Oh, yeah.
Don't take him to the
Yeah.
vet. Just
My dog has a lot of kidney stones. And most of
Yeah.
them I didn't even put in there.
My dog said he's good now.
Someone donated $2. Alpha Tech Health and Fitness 1117 donated
thanks.
$2. Said thanks.
Sorry for getting hard at Michael Jackson. Michael Tyson's ass.
Sorry, Melanie. I apologize for yelling at you. I had
Only
a slight freak out.
$2?
Oh, hey.
Weak shit.
Well, you
I
know
think if
what?
you
That
figure
is-
out how to cure someone's disease through magic, you deserve more than $2.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you tell it's not real.
So if I've cured your diseases,
If I'm
go ahead and
making you
subscribe
horny.
to the Patreon.
if I cured your disease with my tones and I'm making you horny, please subscribe to the Patreon.
There should be a link. Patreon.com/ChapoFYM. Also the Twitch.
Click to
and
round
also,
subscribe.
You can just send me money. Round subscribe.
Click to
button,
round
top left
subscribe.
corner, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Rotocrats.
Rotocrats.
Click around, subscribe. Fuck you. Good night.
Rotocrats.
Adios.
Bye.